Hello everyone. Today I want to do a live because it's my 54th birthday. So first of all, I want to thank my parents for bringing me to this physical life, and specifically to my mother, because 54 years ago today, she gave birth to me. And I remember she always told me the day when I was being born, she was actually in the cinema watching Romeo and Juliet. And because she's a midwife herself, so she is quite familiar with, the process of giving birth. And she knew that she could finish watching the whole movie and went home, got her pack of things, and then went to the hospital. So I thought that was really an interesting story, because Romeo and Juliet, it's love, right? And so for those who really know me, love has always been my lesson and my goal in life. But not until really recently, I have a very deep knowing that love is really my life purpose. That's what I'm here for, is to love. It's very simple, but it's not easy. So today what I would like to share, apart from telling you that it's my birthday today, and so if you haven't sent me a happy birthday message yet, so please do send me a happy birthday greeting. Now I'm in Chiang Mai, all on my own. The thing I really would like to share is this, what I have typed in this message, in this life, is what would my life look like if I am not afraid? I really encourage you to feel this question. Now, what I'm saying here is not about, I'm not afraid, so I'm going out and doing crazy things, driving cars around hundreds of miles and, just throw ourselves into risky acts. That's not what I mean. What I mean is really, when we're not afraid, we are willing to show other people our authentic self, who we really are. Because from my experience, I know that most of the time we are very afraid to show people who we really are. Now, the thing is, so who we really are, who am I? And that is when sometimes it's not easy, because we might not even know who we are. Who is really my authentic self? I remember one of my teachers, the founder of Orosoma, Vicky, she used to say this. She said, people think we have free will. We're exercising our free will. I have the right, this is my free will, I want to do this, I want to do that. But she said, is it really your free will? Or you are being affected, or you are being controlled by your unconscious pattern in life that you don't even really know? And for me, it took me a very long time to really get to know who I really am. because like at the beginning of this year, I set a commitment to myself. I say this year I am working on a project. This project is knowing myself. And I have to say, for the last 54 years, probably the first half of those 54 years, I was not conscious of many of my unconscious patterns in life. But since my 30s, after my divorce, I started on a journey really to try to get to know who I am. And then it's kind of like peeling an onion, you know, you go one layer and then another layer and then another layer, right? And so it goes deeper and deeper. And interestingly, when I came to Chiang Mai, and now I'm living here on my own, which is really, really amazing. Because I am the type of person that I can be easily influenced by other people, and I'm very sensitive to other people's needs and desires. And I have the tendency to be a people pleaser. And so after living a life for a very long time doing that, for me it's really challenging to know or to try to find out what I really like, who am I, what do I really want. So being in this space on my own, it's really just wonderful because there's no one to influence me and I have no one to please but myself. So every day, that is my whole commitment, is to really to get to know who am I, you know, what do I want to do today. Now, I was here in October, I arrived here in October, so I'm here for almost a month now. I've been here for almost a month, and I discovered I have this pattern that I've never realized before. And it was like a belief deep down inside me. And the belief is, I am not safe. And I mean, there are different things that happened throughout this month that brought me to that place that I feel like, oh, I'm not safe, I'm not safe. So I started to, instead of resisting or analyzing where does it come from, you know, what's going on, I just allow myself to really feel that fear of, you know, I'm not safe. And then gradually, because being here, the other good thing is I have a lot of time to do my meditation, do yoga, increase my body awareness and all of that. So I'm much more in tune with what's really going on, and then sometimes insights would just pop up. And so one day I realized, oh my God, you know, this belief I'm not safe came all the way back. Probably some of it from past life, but more so what I can really see, it's from my childhood. That if I'm not safe because I could be abandoned. Because there were a couple of situations where, you know, as a young child, of course, you get naughty and then your parents punish you and all that. But it was just it's nothing to do with, you know, what our parents did. It's really about our own karmic patterns. And for me, my pattern is very much about this sense of security, this sense of abandonment. And I have this, I'm not safe. The belief actually came from, I could be abandoned if I would be me. So this brought me to become very much a people pleaser, because when I can make other people around me happy, then I'm safe. They would not abandon me. So I had this really deep realization that came the other day. And then I started reparenting myself. And that is something that I feel we all need to do, is to reparent our own inner child. Because somehow, somewhere, again, it's nothing to do with what our parents did. You know, they have done the best they could, given the resources and the awareness they have. It's all about our own karmic patterns that we brought into this lifetime, that our parents are actually there to help to bring it out so that we can heal those wounds. And so for me, this is one of those wounds, that fear of abandonment and that sense of fearfulness, that sense of insecurity, feeling afraid that I'm not safe. And so I start reparenting myself by really, talking to myself, talking to my own inner child. And sometimes I would just hold her in my arms as if I'm just holding a little girl in my arms. And it's really useful because our body feels it. Our body doesn't know who's touching us, but the body knows that, oh, I'm being touched. Someone is holding me. Someone is embracing me. I'm being loved. So this is what I want to share. Love, it's about letting go of those fear in our life. Because think about that, many times in life, or should we say, our motivation to do something comes from a fear, a sense of fear. Oh, if I don't do this, what if I don't do this? If it's come from that place of fear, it will not have a good result. Because think about that even is the slightest bit of fear inside of us. It's like a little seed. And when we plant that seed into the things we do, no matter what it is, work or relationship, it grows bigger. And I encourage everyone to go and watch that movie, Justice League, which I've just watched last week. And it's really amazing. I find the message really amazing. Coming back to love. Really, allow love to guide us. Allow love to melt the fear. Because at the end of the day, fear will kill itself if we live in fear. So that's why I share this message today. And I really hope that you really contemplate on this question. What would my life look like if I am not afraid? And at the end, I just want to share with you a very quick practice that I find very useful, that I'm doing now every day, all the time, because it's so easy, okay? And it is a simple mindfulness practice, breathing, okay? So just a couple of minutes, so let's do it together. So just close our eyes and just relax into our body. And really feel that we are sitting on a chair, sitting on the floor, or standing. Just feel our body. And now focus on our breathing. Notice when we start our in-breath. And then follow that in-breath all the way until it finishes. And then follow the out-breath. And notice when you start the out-breath. And and follow the out breath all the way until it's totally finished. And so do a few more of these breaths and following the breath as if we are riding on the waves of the ocean that comes and goes. And when you're ready, you can slowly open your eyes with a smile. And so I hope you will do this practice because it's very, very useful. You can just do it anytime if you are just sitting there waiting in the MTR, whatever, at work, at your desk. Just take a break and no need to do a lot, maybe 3 mindful breaths, that's all you need. And then by doing that, you really come to a place of awareness and you really know who you really are. And my message to you is on this mug, do you see? Love yourself. So love yourself and have a beautiful, beautiful day. Thank you.